There are so many cool hobbies these days. Content creation, 3D printing, wood carving, robotics, jewelry making, kombucha brewing, and you name it. And there's affordable tools available in online markets, not to mention expert guidance for free on YouTube. The barriers to entry are lower than ever. There's only one small problem. Hobbies take up space, and finding real estate on your already crowded desktop can be a real challenge. So, when our sponsor FlexiSpot was like, dude, what if you just had a second desktop? The hobbyist in me was like, heck yeah! Look how awesome this is! What if you could use a sit-stand desk to fit one hobby up and out of the way, giving you a whole new space for second hobby? It's a crazy idea, but hey.
Crazy's his middle name. Let's see how he built it.
Well, I thought that the line was, it's your middle name. My middle name's Gabriel.
Doesn't matter, roll the thing. The first thing we need is a sturdy standing desk with as much vertical lift as we can get so we're not bonking our head on one desktop while we're trying to work on the other one.
We chose the E7 Plus with this dark bamboo top. It's surprisingly affordable for a premium 4-post desk. It adjusts all the way from Lucas height down to Linus height and has a static load limit of 540 pounds.
All we need to do is work out a way to mount a second, more stationary desktop under this one.
Now, contrary to what certain writers may have put in my mouth to say, this is obviously too short for me. So what we need to do then, we're gonna need to build some kind of base to lift our E7 legs up off the floor. And if we're gonna do that, well, then that same base might as well support the stationary desktop, and maybe we can figure out some shelving to lift up out of the desk.
Sounds like we need to spend some quality time with Fusion.
If by we you mean you, then yes, we do.
Fusion lets us directly import product models from McMaster Car, which is where we'll be buying our extrusion from, so we don't have to spend a lot of time modeling all the fiddly little details. Once our design is roughed out, we can spend some quality time on the chop saw. We're also going to need a ton of brackets to connect everything, but at $6 to $12 a pop, the costs add up quickly. We just made our own, we've already got the tools. And because our upper desktop needs to sort of cuddle up to the lower one, we also have to modify it to make room for the legs, the motors, and our little shelf assembly here. Bamboo is technically grass, but it machines pretty much like wood, and oh, that's not good.
It turns out that this dark bamboo top that FlexiSpot sent us uses a pretty common construction technique to save on material costs and weight. Around the perimeter, it's built with cross-laminated bamboo. That's 3 layers of bamboo strips that are oriented perpendicularly, so our legs, monitor arms, and headphone hangers, they have something solid to grab into. But in the middle of the desktop is this rigid cardboard honeycomb structure. But I wouldn't necessarily freak out about that. FlexiSpot's version of this construction technique uses a thicker bamboo outer layer compared to this lackluster Swedish example that's made of fiber and chipboard. It also uses a noticeably denser honeycomb pattern, which further contributes to its improved strength. So realistically, this would have been fine if we weren't trying to do something crazy, like carve giant chunks out of it to make a double-decker desk. Anyway, lesson learned. So we asked FlexiSpot to send over a couple of their light bamboo tops. These are a little on the thinner side, which is actually good for us because it means less wasted space when we've got them together, and they use 3 layers of bamboo throughout. So we took these and got back to work while FlexiSpot tweaks their website so it's easier to pick the right material for our purposes next time. Let's try again. That should work awesome. But we're gonna need a way to hold it in place. Let's talk about the thing that which all of your will belong to us, the base. This aluminum extrusion goes together with these bolts, along with T's nuts and these angle brackets that we made earlier. If you're gonna do something like this, by the way, do yourself a favor and spend a little extra to get these self-aligning roll-in T-nuts, the ones with the ball spring. These ones can be inserted or removed through the slot rather than only fitting through the ends, which is great when you discover that you're bad at counting. And they stay in place once you've got them where you want them. These things are gonna save you a ton of time.
Which is good, because you're gonna need that time to get everything lined up and perfectly square.
Nice cargo pants.
Thank you.
LTTstore.com.
Yeah. My screwdriver.
Thanks. Why am I not able to do this?
Is it still fighting you?
Yeah.
You saved you some money on the brackets, so we made those.
Does that really save us money?
It actually did. Huge. About 60 or 70 of them in about 4 hours.
As we struggle through this, I'm reminded of a system that I use for furniture that I've obtained that no longer has instructions. I saw this little X on here and I was like, oh, I bet this would be a lot easier if we did that thing that I usually do, where I'll just take mating surfaces and I'll put like a little A and an A, and then I'll put like a little B and a B, and that way it's like really obvious how everything goes together. We're gonna do it this way. Which pieces go where again? The good news is we're about halfway done assembling it. The bad news is we have to undo about half of what we've done so far. Because this is, yep, that needs to go, yep, there we go. Wait, are we supposed to slide the acrylic in before we put this top piece on?
Yep.
Oh, great. I guess I will talk about the acrylic then. On its own, the extruded aluminum looks a little industrial, so we used our laser cutter to make these acrylic panels that will kind of float in the slots, and then we've got a rubber gasket to help hold them in place. So it just goes in a little something like, okay, and hey!
If you don't have a laser cutter, you can use a scoring tool like this guy and just kind of snap the plastic like cutting glass. It always feels a little sketchy, but it does work.
Let's see. Oh, that sounds awful. Oh, nice. And do I need a tool to stuff it in there?
Yeah, you can use something to poke it down in.
Anywho, with that out of the way, it's time to slide our FlexiSpot desk into place. Okay, Jordan,
Yep.
this is gonna go down low enough to be a desk, right?
Yes, this is the upper desk,
Oh, good.
right?
Excellent.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that makes total sense. I forgot. Yeah, no,
We're
that,
good.
right, yep.
Nobody panic.
Ha! We learned.
Yeah, I learned my lesson this time.
Oh, no. Oh, these are too long. No, they went through the top.
But it did go through a bit.
Oh no, you're gonna want
Oh,
to do
man,
that.
who the hell put...
Me, I did this.
What the heck, dude?
Justin was upset with this thing, so it got a little.
Ah! Oh, did I just strip
Oh
it?
no.
Linus.
You're the one who put it in like this?
That's not the right hole.
What? Ah! The wrong piece is there.
At least that's what it appears to be. Those front two just gotta go. Because we used the one side as reference, it looks like we built the same side twice.
How come it never goes smooth?
Hey, before we
that should
take
be
it
good.
all apart though, we could have a quick look at how low it goes. That's a desk-ass desk right there.
Yeah.
And the other one's gonna go right in there like that? Okay, now let's take it all apart. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Keep it coming, keep it. Alright.
Hey,
Hey.
we're back to where we were 20 minutes ago.
It's time to charm, guys.
And we've leveled up.
What?
Because it's level now.
Okay.
Tempers are running hot as the LTT team attempts to build a desk.
So just put that in there.
Okay.
You're pretty good.
Let's go. This is legitimately going to look really cool. I wasn't sure until now.
This is the moment.
Is this screw supposed to? Oh yeah, there. Oh no.
What?
How sure are you that these are the right lengths, Justin? Question for you though. We chopped off the legs. Is that going to void the 15-year warranty?
And the 30-day risk-free trial.
Speaking of voided warranties, let's see if we can get a warranty replacement on those screws. Justin, did you find the right length?
Fun fact, they weren't the wrong length, we had the wrong T-nut.
Do we have any of these T-nuts?
Yes, it was these ones here because we needed metric screws that were the right length. Everything else is imperial.
But wait, there's more. You probably noticed that we have some cutouts in our desk. Some of them are pretty obvious. They're for the legs to retract into, but this one is really cool. It's gonna be for a couple of shelves that pop out as our desk transforms. But before we can do that, we've got two important pieces we still need to install. Pegboard is an inexpensive way to add flexible storage to your workspace. So we're gonna put a couple of panels on the back of our upper desktop. The top one is gonna help us organize our hobby tools and supplies, and we'll put that on in a minute because first, I'm gonna put on the bottom one, which naturally has an entire water-cooled PC mounted to the back of it, which limits our use of the peg holes a little bit. But hey, look how cool it is. And it even has a little viewport window so you can make sure that your coolant levels are okay. It's like those old school desks with the pull-out keyboard drawer, except you've got like the entire desktop and it doesn't pull out. That's why it has 3 kids like me. Is this strong enough?
Yes. See, it's totally stable.
Yeah! I'm kind of surprised, to be honest with you.
We talked to the engineers about this and they were okay with this too.
Dude! So our project crap and everything, all this, boom! Out of the way. And this is awesome. This gap in the back here, it's because that's where our monitor is gonna be. Ah? Is there a reason we used a Karui monitor?
It fit.
Okay, let's put on the shelves.
Yeah.
Okay, so this goes in here. Yeah. And all the holes are filled.
Yep.
So you see where those 2 pegs are? One there, one there.
Oh yeah.
Aim for the center of those.
Oh, okay. So aim for where you filled the holes.
Yes.
Yeah. How exact does this need to be?
You should be okay.
Yeah.
Or if we want to make this easier.
No, we don't. We love when things are difficult. That's why we do them the way that we do them. Well, at least 2 of the pilot holes line up.
Okay.
Is that enough pilot holes?
Yeah.
We're kind of at redneck engineering here, not
Yeah.
actual engineering.
Well, how the devil are we supposed to screw that one in? Oh, this is cool. Adds kind of like a nice finishing touch to it. Look at the fuzzy tape. Just occurred to me, it wouldn't be very LTT of me to not talk about our computer specs a little bit. We've gone with Intel for this one, I guess because we weren't using those chips for anything. 32 gigs of G.Skill DDR5 6000. We've got a 4090 and enough liquid cooling. Actually, yeah, this should be able to handle it just fine. Triple 120 millimeters.
Yeah, it was all running at about 60, 70 degrees. It was fine.
Awesome. This is legitimately one of the best uses of our screwdriver. Sometimes when you're using a wood screw or a self-tapper, it can be really hard to get the ratchet to go before it actually bites. But because of our super low back force, we can totally do that, which helps you get the screw started.
Okay.
Dude, okay, can we do a quick test and just make sure that the shelf's clear? Not with Justin in there, ideally. Heck yeah. And I should not have my fingers here, right?
No.
Not for long, at least.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So here I am at my project desk. Dude, this is so sick. A little bit of cable management here.
Some, nice accessories and stuff around it yet.
Yeah.
Next time we see it, we'll have it put pretty.
Okay, this is pretty sick. Wow, with all the finishing touches? Dude, this looks great!
Turned out pretty good.
Oh, brilliant! Low profile keyboard.
Well, you gotta watch out because there's the bars here.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. If you put it here, it could still be a problem. But as long as you put your keyboard and mouse in the safe zones, you can just leave them there. And then you're flipping good to go. Dude, so many aspects of this worked out, no offense, better than I expected. Like this, you guys saw me kind of like, is that gonna be stable? Like, yeah, obviously I can get it to shift around a little bit, but that's not going anywhere. And the PC looks freaking awesome. Not that we'll ever see it, but if you wanted to do more of like a showcase wall mount PC that comes out when you lift the desk up, you totally could just by taking all of these and putting them on the other side. Also, love the use of magnetic cable management throughout to keep everything nice and tidy as it's going up and down. And are these pegboard accessories 3D printed?
Yep.
That is so flipping handy. I mean, out of reach, but only until it comes down. Now, Like many standing desks, FlexiSpot does support a pre-configured sit and stand position, so it's just one button to go from gaming to getting back to whatever it is you're supposed to be doing right now. And what's probably the coolest part for me is that in its work mode, it's honestly not even as thick as some of the desk PCs that we've either built ourselves or bought from independent manufacturers. So flipping cool. How's the gaming experience though? Or wait, oh dude, I didn't even notice this. So we got that RGB on the back instead of the PC, although with the amount of RGB on our PC, it probably could have just been the PC. So we put a frosted piece of acrylic here, so you just get like a cool RGB underglow effect. And Jordan did a quite adequate job of breaking off the top of the sheet by hand up in the writer's den earlier. Dude, this is so cool. It's actually not that impractical. I'm serious though. I thought we'd give up so much of our space to, bulky contraptions for making it go up and down that we wouldn't gain back enough to be worth it.
No, it's pretty
but
good.
But we totally do.
We could even go a little bit narrower if we got rid of the shelves, but the shelves are pretty cool.
Honestly, I think the shelves are a feature, not a bug. I really like this because it's a place for me to, maybe if I had a higher profile mouse or if I used a kind of a different approach to the design and I wanted to bring the desktop closer together, it would be somewhere that I could kind of stash my stuff when I know that I'm going to be putting it down. This is freaking awesome.
Speaking of awesome, check out FlexiSpot's Labor Day sale and save an extra 10% off orders of $500 or more with the code in the description. How are we doing for frames here?
Oh dude, she's running great.
I think the RGB is a little distracting.
Yeah, okay, realistically that was more for the video, okay? We recognize that putting a whack ton of RGB behind your monitor, probably not the best for your gaming immersiveness. I love that the cops just bring you a new car whenever you need one.
The only problem is always the same style of car.
No, every once in a while they show up with the SUV one. That's always a nice treat.
That's true.
You know what else is a nice treat? When you get your arms crushed by one of your colleagues because you're just trying to enjoy a little bit of gaming in the middle of the flipping day when you're supposed to be working. Thanks to FlexiSpot for sponsoring this video. Great job, team. This is great execution. If you guys enjoyed this video, maybe go check out the time we originally built a desk PC. Oh my God. Ah. Oh, what? Did you think I was going to keep talking? No, I'm done.